As the name implies, we are a part of the Mahindra group in existence for close to 2 decades. The largest NBFC in rural India, or the largest NBFC of Bharat, as people would call it. This is slightly dated. We have got around 25 lakh customers as of date. Virtually 1 in 4 villages of the country has got a Mahindra Finance customer. We got customers in around 170,000 plus villages across the country, and an asset base of close to 30,000 crores. Cumulatively, in rural and semi-urban areas, we have finance assets worth close to 1 lakh crores, and the rating is good. Now, what these 17-18 years has shown to us is that rural India is thriving with entrepreneurial activity. 2, the people are willing to pay despite various attempts by the governments to make them delinquent by giving loan melas, etc. We find that the average Indian is in a position to pay and more so willing to. We have followed a financially inclusive business model. Normally, typically, most financiers or bankers look at your credit worthiness. We take pride in saying that we create credit worthiness. I'll share an example later about the type of customer whom we have financed, etc. In a nutshell, it's an earn and pay model. Like you as an entrepreneur or a customer, when you procure an asset for generating an economically productive activity, how much money can you make out of it, and whether the income that you generate is sufficient to cover not only the loan repayment but to improve the quality of your life. And to do this, if we got to cover all parts of the country, for example, we are the first NBFC to have a branch in Andaman and Nicobar Islands even before ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank. We have branches in Ladakh, Sikkim, and all these places. You can't do with people recruited from Mumbai or Delhi. We source locally from over some 500 towns our employees come from, and we have appropriate technology controls so that whenever a customer is met on the field, normally when a transaction takes place, it's immediately uploaded via an handheld device into the central server. And these are some of the initiatives that we do. But all this, why do we do this? We believe that whatever we do, apart from being a good business proposition, should also enable the life of the customer to become much better. And that's what. Let's take the first example. Shweta Patil, she's an young engineering graduate, finished her college, passed out, and she has a small dream. Her father had a small unit in Pune, which was closed down in early 80s because of union problems, which swept around. Datta Samant textile strike is well documented. Like there's a lot of strikes across the country. So she just has a dream of wanting to revive her father's small industrial establishment. She doesn't have capital. She's got old decrepit machines of 1970s vintage. What does she do? She goes step by step, etc. And last year, her turnover was 80 lakhs, but her dream was big. She does have no assets to collateral to fund her future expansion. We realized her dream is genuine, so we provided a loan which is 5 times her turnover, 4 crores of loan on a turnover of 80 lakhs. And to enable her to increase her turnover, next 3 to 4 years it will come to 4 to 5 crores. Or scrap dealers, etc., for whom nobody was willing to finance. So these are typical customers, and these might not be as glamorous as some of the businesses that we in metro cities are exposed to, online retailing, the fashion business, etc. But these are the businesses that constitute the bulk of industrial activity in the country. Like in the morning, one of the speakers spoke about around 11 million enterprises being in the country, and more than 80% of these are in semi-urban and rural areas. And the fact is, which most people don't know, is that while the share of manufacturing to GDP has been declining over the last 10 years, the manufacturing in this area has grown at a CAGR of 22% over the last 10 years. For India to prosper and for entrepreneurship to prosper, it is imperative that these small organizations, could be a micro enterprise or a small enterprise, they are given opportunities to scale up.